Okay, and I guess we're going to call the meeting to order.
Great.
Hi, Peter.
Good afternoon, everyone.
How you feeling?
Run over.
Oh.
All right, well, join the rest of us then, I guess.
Yeah,
We're probably a bigger truck with you, though.
yeah. Anyway, I guess we'll call the meeting to order. Or did we already do that?
Nope, not yet.
And call for a motion to approve the minutes of last meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from last meeting.
I'll second it.
All righty.
All right, all in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Perfect.
Okay.
Would you like me to start off by reading it all off?
Sure.
All right. Motor vehicle abatements for end of month for 2018 was $301.67. 2019 was $1,742. 2020 was $876.14, and 2021 was $2,511.02. And then we had our second 2021 motor vehicle commitment that's going out, and that's for $311,784.69. We have one recommitment for motor vehicle for 2016, which is $48.75. And real estate abatements fiscal year 2020 for the end of the month totaled real estate $669.55 and CPA $20.09. And real estate abatements for fiscal year 2021 end of month, real estate $810.35 and CPA $24.31. And then Randy will talk about a real estate abatement for 22 Golden Drive.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
So on the motor vehicle commitment for 2021, the second one,
Yep.
for 311,000,
Yep.
does it matter that there's a comma and not a decimal point?
No, this is only for Peter to do minutes.
Okay. All right.
But thank you.
I was like, I looked at it and go,
No, that was
God,
me.
it's 311 million?
You got a lot of vehicles.
That's amazing.
All right.
It was 101. I think it was 1,770 something bills that are going out.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. All right. That was
Okay,
it.
I guess after having read all that, we'll go through these, but are there any motor vehicle abatements that we need to make any actions on or be involved with, or everything just goes?
Nope, it's all fine.
Nothing, okay.
Just needs to be signed. There's no denials or anything.
Okay. And the real estate abatements for end of month,
Yep, we already did all of those already.
right? Okay.
So
And
it's
so everything, and the only new one that we need to discuss or have anything to do with would be Golden Drive, is that correct?
right. That's the one Randy was waiting on the woman to come back from Florida.
Oh, right. Okay. Now, let me just ask you this, Randy. Is that the last one that we have in our hopper?
Yes, it is. It's the last
Okay.
one.
Okay. And I know that we extended that one because of those circumstances, so.
And actually, I did send her an email to request the extension, but she never replied to me. I didn't realize that until after I had gone over, and she sort of half mentioned it. And so I figured when I got back, let me see. And so it's not an official extension unless she grants it to us. So I sent the email requesting it, but she really never replied to grant it. And basically with my recommendations, I went there and got the internal inspection, and she's like, I'm going to make this very easy for you. And there was one particular house over on East Street that she was comparing herself to and said that it was built around the same time. And she gave me this sheet. She did
Okay.
a good thing of comps, for the differences in the two properties. But, with abatements, we can't pick and choose what house we want to be compared to.
Right.
And, she said, oh, this is the same builder and it was built a little after mine. Well, actually it was built 5 years before hers. And, it might have been the same builder, but, on her street, everyone was built at the same time, and there are very similar properties to hers, at least 5 that were within 100 square feet of.
What kind of house is it?
The same type of house. It's a colonial.
Colonial. So, there were 4 designs out there. There was a Cape, a Ranch, a Colonial, and that modern, that contemporary, whatever the thing with the triangle windows.
Right, in the neighborhood, because that's what I did. I actually went just down the street and looked at all the houses to see, why isn't she using something local to compare herself to her neighbors, as opposed to, well, this person across town, this one particular house, this is why I want to be assessed just like them. And, unfortunately.
East Street isn't the same at all.
No,
Totally
Golden
different
Drive,
feel.
Sterling, is Matthew, is a, more upscale area.
Yeah, definitely.
Development.
That's the bottom line of what I really ended up finding. I went through, you can see in my comments, I sent an email about this. And in my comments, I'm saying that the only thing that I found was in the depreciation factor that was applied to the two houses. Everything else was pretty much similar. All the grades and conditions and different factors were very close. But, really that depreciation of good as opposed to average was the difference in the neighborhood. And so I looked and, on East Street, well, everyone has that average depreciation, but on Golden Drive, everyone has a good depreciation factor. And so that's really something that's more attuned to the neighborhood. And just like you're saying, you can't compare the two. It's just a totally different part of town. And it's, it's not an apples to apples comparison. Right. And so bottom line, my recommendation really was that we should deny this, because there were plenty of other similar properties that were in her neighborhood that were right in the same value as hers. In fact, the average value in her neighborhood was greater than hers at $336,000. Her current value is $323,000. So one comment that she was making was about her kitchen. And she told me that there was a tenant that she had, and there was a small fire in the kitchen, and that's why she ended up having to redo it. Well, she had nice cherry cabinets and other things that she just couldn't afford to replace when it came time to repair, and so she went to IKEA and had a lower quality stuff put in. Even like the countertops that she had were just board, like a cutting board. So she said it was even less than putting in Formica to do what she did. And so, her rating on her kitchen was above average as opposed to average. And when I changed it from above average to average, it didn't make a difference in the value. Right. And so pretty much, she's where she's at, and it's a true value. And if anything, she's a little lower valued than most of the other comparable properties.
Right. Which your assessment of the kitchen and what that brought to the value probably might be that difference.
Exactly.
So, okay, that all makes sense.
And so, do we have a motion to deny?
I'll make a motion to deny.
Look, I need to. I know that I don't have anything to do with this one, so I can vote on this one. The other ones I can't sign and have anything to do with. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Christine and I did discuss that, and we thought we might just do the same thing for signatures.
No, that's fine. That sounds fine. Because, again, we really can't delineate what my signature on that thing means on the whole thing. So let's just.
We have the other two, a majority of the board. So, we should be fine as far as that.
That's what we need. That's what we need. So is there a motion to deny the abatement for 22 Golden Drive?
Make a motion to deny it.
Okay, second?
I'll second it.
Okay. And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. So that brings our abatement season to an end, thankfully. So it's great to get past that and know that we don't have any other pending situations. Of course, we have, 90 days to sweat it out to see if anybody that we have denied or even in some cases approved are going to be unsatisfied and want to take it to the next step and go to the appellate tax board. So, they've got that 90 days to file. And if they do, then we, talk to them and try and get a better idea of why they still feel that they are overvalued if that's the case. And we've had a couple of those which we've dealt with. We have one last pending ATB case. It's for the Cottage Street apartments. And, we feel strongly that we have a good value there. And I've been talking with Bishop Associates and Roy Bishop. And I know from when I was in West Springfield, we had a few, we don't have a lot of these big apartment complexes sell. And we did just recently, within the last 5 years, we had, one it's right by, in West Springfield on Riverdale Road, when you come down from the Holyoke Mall and there's the Dunkin' Donuts right there at that intersection. And right across was, I think it's Bob's Apartments, some generic name like that. And then also a little further up on the same side, it was the Toll House Apartments that sold. And so we had a couple good ones. And there was even one, I believe that in Easthampton that we were using as a comp. So we did a whole big research on rent schedules and that type of thing. And so I'm confident that we've got a sound value for Cottage Street. And it looks like
we have good values and good comps right here in town. The other one on Parsons Street. And there was the one on Nashawanic, there was like a 30 unit. And then we got the one on Route 10 that was like 120 units. So, we have the data out there.
Yeah. So,
and it can be extrapolated, and again, if I remember correctly, if we need any more fodder for it, if we look at Parsons and look at Treehouse and look at this, some of the factors, that's what we took into account when we first assessed this in the beginning, taking into account what we had done with the other two.
Right.
So, that's where that data might be. And
okay.
I don't think we've changed it. We probably only changed it due to their income expense statements. So,
Okay, good info. Yeah, I'll definitely, because our case is stronger if we're using our local comps as opposed to going to different towns. So it's it's affordable or subsidized, whatever 40B, whatever it is, or whatever factors we're going to use on that. Those are the ones that it goes to. There are other ones, but they weren't new construction. The ones on Parsons Street, as I remember, I think the construction on that was about 13 or 14 million for 34 or 36 units. So they were pricey, and that's 1, 2, 3, and 4 bedrooms. So there is a mix of 1 and 2s in there. And I know these are lofts, but and Treehouse was the 1-bedroom, the senior houses that are there, and some of the other foster homes. So we have data. So anyway, we're not just making this up. So. Right. And so I guess, I was looking at this, and we even granted a partial abatement to them last year. Does anyone recall that? I really don't. Well, we've got time to prepare for that, and just wanted to give you, the pipe in about that subject, since that's the only other thing that we really kind of have going on as far as contested values. So we're in good shape. I'm glad to be past all the abatements, seeing as I came in and they were all already, more than 30 days in, and no one had looked at them. So, well, so we thank you for that. Everybody was chomping at the bit, but I know Christine also kept in touch with people, telling them of our issue, and it may have helped a little, but it's something. It was just an unfortunate time, and societal woes going on at the same time didn't help with it. But there was a lot of angst on people's behalf. Is there anything coming up that we need to be involved with, that you need from us? Is our budget going? Well, how's the budget? Was that?
It looks like we had the finance committee meeting last week.
Okay.
And they didn't seem to disapprove me going full time. So looks like it's a go.
Good. exactly what we need to hear.
That's for sure.
I'm happy.
No, because, I mean, there's a lot of things going on and, you know, as there's a lot of construction going on in town, which means that Randy's going to be out doing a lot of other things. You know, the other pot store, you know, there's the finals for the co-op. You got Ferry Street. There's a lot of stuff going on, plus all the reconstruction and renovations that are going on all over the place. You know, we're getting those permits from the building department. So you guys are going to need both hands on deck, definitely.
Yeah, plus we have CPA exemption starting this year too.
All right.
And, senior work off, so.
Right.
Yep, so we got plenty to keep us busy. And yeah, you're absolutely right. I've already been organizing as well as I could. Last week I did get out just for a preliminary run out in Precinct 1 and verified a few things. But you know, there's a lot to get caught up on there. And you know, even some new construction that I think, you know, probably could have been jumped on a little earlier, but you know, we've got a lot to catch up on, and that's going to hopefully secure us a decent chunk of growth for when it comes time for classification.
There has been, and I know that there's been, I won't say a disconnect in between building and assessing, because they were just busy. And again, they were going through different personnel changes and losses and everything as well. But there's a lot in the hopper there that we do need to catch up on, and or to verify that the proper information has been given us, that they've been visited and inspected and passed, and that we now can go forward. So, you know, that's something that I know is going to keep you busy this summer. So
That's for sure. Hopefully it's not too hot, or I'll be trying to get out early in the morning before the sun gets up too high.
Well, I don't know. Does the 250,000 mile police car have a good air conditioning system?
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah. Okay. All righty. Well, if there's nothing else that you guys need from us or that we need from you, I guess we'll call a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that. Let's talk about the box.
Okay.
Did you guys have to approve all the abatements and everything?
Oh, yes, I'll make a motion to approve the motor vehicle abatements, recommitments, the real estate abatements.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
I will second that motion.
Okay.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 2-0.
And our next meeting's June 22nd.
Okay.
Oh, a one meeting? Oh, right,
Usually we do, yeah, we don't really have a lot until the end when we'll have to sign the new fiscal year 2022 warrants for real estate, CPA, and personal property. So there's not really a lot until the end of the month.
All right.
Yep, so we should be in good shape.
Yeah.
So, Scott, can I drop the box off with you tomorrow morning at like 9:30?
Tomorrow morning, 9:30. That is fine.
Okay.
Yep.
That sounds great. I'm dead tired. I don't know if I dare get in my car or even walk up the street.
No problem.
And Christine, where is the box right now?
I have it at home.
Oh, okay, so are you going to get it to Martha?
I'm going to bring it to her right after the meeting.
Okay,
Thank you,
perfect.
Christine.
And then I'm off tomorrow, so
Okay.
Randy can get the box, or you can drop it off, or whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah, either drop
Okay.
it off or just call me up and I can come and get it.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, well, I guess everyone have a good evening.
Yep.
You too.
Thanks. You guys too.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
weekend.
See
All
you
right,
soon,
take care.
Christine. Bye.
Bye.